Hello, North Node in Scorpio. My name is mystikalisol, and I am coming on here to give you guys a reading for your North Node. This is the North Node in Scorpio. And if you're not familiar with your North Node, just check your birth chart. And what is the North Node? The North Node is, there's the North Node and the South Node in your birth chart, and they're invisible points. They're actually lunar nodes. They're the point at which the moon orbits. The moon's orbit intersects with the Earth's orbit. Okay, so that's kind of what the technical North Node and South Node are. But in terms of like how it impacts your life, the North Node is really kind of the energy or the aspects of yourself that develop over time. And it's kind of like what you're meant to embrace or sort of embody or move towards in this lifetime. So for example, if you are a North Node in Scorpio, that means that you have a South Node in Taurus. So that means in previous lifetimes, you really embodied and embraced the aspects and elements of the Taurus, which is being cautious, loving, conventional, persistent, reliable, sensual, warm, and material. So those are the things that may come more easily to you, or may feel like it's just kind of like an unconscious part of who you are. So what you're meant to move towards if you are a North Node in Scorpio is, some of the aspects for sort of, and I have my little cheat sheet here. I don't know if you guys can see any of that, but it's the little astrological wheel that I made. I actually have like a big version of this on my wall in my bedroom. I'm not an astrologer. I just am very interested in astrology. So I just kind of wanted to bring this to you guys. But so if you're a North Node in Scorpio, what you're meant to embody or embrace in this lifetime is sort of, being a little bit more competitive, being courageous, determined, possibly going within, being a little bit more mysterious, probing, and resourceful. So these things may not necessarily come naturally to you or may feel like kind of unfamiliar, but this is something that's going to develop in your personality over time. So yeah, the North Node exists right beyond your comfort zone, and it's really like, something that evolves over time, and it really is an expression of who you are. It is said that if you embrace and embody the qualities of your North Node, you may have a more fulfilling or purpose-driven life. So, so these are just kind of like some of the elements of, what North Node and South Node are, and specific to you, North Node and Scorpio. So that's right. Today we are going to do some reading of cards, some divination. So we're going to ask Spirit, our spirit guides, angels, ancestors, for some messages in regards to the energy that you're entering into, and some suggestions of, how best to deal with these energies, maybe some actions that you can take. So we're going to start with the Under the Roses Lenormand. We will move on to clarify with the Field Tarot. Then we're going to go on to the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck to get a clarification on, actions that you can take for your best and highest good. And then finally, we will pull some chakra affirmations. I made my own chakra cards, so we're going to pull them from this bag and get some affirmations that you can do, that might be helpful to you. So let's get started. North Node in Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. So we are going to ask Spirit, our higher selves, our angels and ancestors, our spirit guides for North Node in Scorpio. What is the energy looking like for North Node in Scorpio? What messages do North Node in Scorpio need to hear at this time? What are the messages that North Node in Scorpio needs to hear? If the lighting is funny, I don't really know what's happening. I feel like the lighting keeps changing. Anyway. All right, so we got one card. Let's get one more for North Node in Scorpio. Okay. Oh, we got two more. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's kind of funny what we pulled. Okay, so we got the journal. Okay. And we got the bouquet. And we got the whip. All right. Okay. So the journal represents, study, discoveries. I have my little cheat sheet right here. Let me see what the keywords are. Right. Secrets, the unknown, history, memories. Okay. Secrets hidden or revealed. So that seems very scorpionic. This is extremely scorpionic. It's also reading, writing, journaling. Okay, and so then the next card is the bouquet, which is like joyous, celebration, love. So I mean, is there a secret love, or either, sorry, I'm just seeing other keywords for the bouquet. Gifts, improvement, good fortune. So that's awesome. So maybe there's, a secret that's going to be revealed that involves, some sort of love or, good news for you guys. And then with the whip, that's very interesting because usually the third card is more sort of like the action to take. And the whip is kind of like, I don't want to say negative, but it could also indicate passionate, some sort of like, passion or intensity, chemistry. I mean, there are sort of negative words that go along with the whip, but in the sequence of these cards, it kind of feels like, there's a secret having to do with love, and maybe this is you guys following something that you're passionate about. All right, I'd like to clarify with the tarot. Let's clarify with the tarot. All right, here, I need to mix these cards or shuffle the cards a little bit. So yeah, if you are a North Node in Scorpio, please let me know down in the comments, if what I said about being the South Node in Taurus, if kind of like more of the Taurian qualities are something that you're more comfortable with than the Scorpionic qualities. Just curious about that, if that's something that relates to you guys. Okay, so clarification for the journal, the bouquet, and the whip. Clarification for the journal, the bouquet, and the whip. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of joyous, some joyous discovery, perhaps about yourself. But it might, ooh, there we go. It might require that you know, really identify what you're passionate about, or possibly like purging from your life what doesn't, what isn't in alignment with your best and highest good, right? Or purging from your life what is no longer needed. So, yeah, celebration, Four of Wands. Four of Wands celebration. So this is good news, North Node in Scorpio. Okay, and Eight of Discs, dedication. Yeah, so this definitely feels like kind of honing in on, you know, what matters to you. This could even mean like, you know, if you don't have some sort of practice where, you know, mindfulness practice or meditation practice, you know, this could indicate that that could be helpful in you being able to discern, you know, what you're passionate about, what resonates with you. Okay, so we'll look under the deck. Okay, perspective. Perspective. Okay, so we're gonna read from the book. Um, the Four of Wands. Do. Great labors deserve commemoration. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. Sorry. The Four of Wands marks the end of a journey and a time for celebrating achievement. An important event, such as a wedding or graduation, may be coming up, so be sure to enjoy this time and share it with loved ones. Keywords: completion, prosperity, fulfillment, festivities, gathering. Uh, Interesting. Maybe something will be revealed, you know, at this celebration. Okay, so Eight of Discs, dedication. Let's read that one. Eight of Discs. So in this deck, they call it discs, which is supposed to be correspond with the pentacles. Okay, so there we go. Investing time and focusing on the task at hand, especially in terms of learning a new trade or skill, will advance you to the next level. Take this as a sign of encouragement to move from proficiency to mastery and to hone your skills and knowledge. Apprenticeship, concentration, commitment, education. Yeah, so like I said, you know, definitely like something will, you know, maybe somebody will reveal something to you at a celebration, or you'll, you know, it could be like one of those things where it's like, um you know, you hear something at a party and it sparks, or it inspires you to pursue something that you're passionate about. Because with the Eight of Discs, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, go for it, right? Like, you know, don't just be like, oh, like, you know, something that's going to be that's not something that's going to make money, or, you know, that's not worth my time. You know, if it's something that like sparks your interest and you feel inspired by it, you know, pursue it, go for it. because it's definitely something that can bring you, blessings and abundance. And it may require persistence and dedication, and getting rid of what is not serving you. So, if it means that you need to not go out on Thursdays for happy hour, then be like, oh, sorry guys, can't join you for happy hour. I'm doing some other stuff, and that's when you go, do your studying, or taking like an online class, or whatever the case may be. All right, so we're gonna move on to the animal spirit deck, which is one of my favorite decks. It's so pretty. And I'm going to shuffle this one too. I did a reading last night for my son. It was actually like not a good reading at all. He got like, what did he get? He got the 3 of Swords. He got the mice. It was like not good. I really tried to put like a positive spin on it. It's one of those things as a reader, and I'm not like super proficient. As you can see, I use the books still. I'm very intuitive and connected, but I still kind of don't know all of the. Oh, that's him right now, I bet. Okay. Hey, honey. If it is on, the kitchen window is open. I don't know. Dad might have put it on. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's funny. I was just talking about him, and here he is. I'm doing a live. I was just talking about doing a reading for you last night. All right, so we want some actions that North Node and Scorpio can take for their best and highest good. North Node and Scorpio. How's your day? Good. Okay. Sorry. Vulture. And it's interesting that we were mentioning purging from your life. So the vulture is an animal that sort of cleans up the mess, and allows transformation to occur. We will read from the book, but yeah, I remember, I remember that the vulture is big in transformation, and also just like an important aspect that you don't really want to think about in terms of, when something in your life is no longer serving you, the vulture comes and kind of gets rid of it, or devours it, right? And allows you kind of to transform into, your new self. So one more card for North Node and Scorpio, actions for them to take at this time. North Node and Scorpio. North Node and Scorpio. One more card for North Node and Scorpio. North Node and Scorpio. Okay. You guys got like very intense animals. You also got the cobra. This is very scorpionic energy. I don't know if is seeing this right now, but this is right. So you're really being guided, I think, by spirit or your higher self or whatever it is you believe in, to embrace your scorpionic aspects. All right, so let's read about the vulture. The vulture is the guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is actually a blessing in disguise. Okay, so the recommendation in the book is to clear your space and sage. But I think also clear your space is not just like your physical space, but also your mental and emotional space. If you're hanging on to things from the past, or like kind of dwelling on stuff that didn't work out, you're being guided to let that go now and kind of get a clean slate for yourself. So you can do that through journaling, shadow work, meditation, just kind of being mindful, even like when your mind goes to the past, kind of redirect it to, or not necessarily like ignore it or push it down, but just kind of be like, okay, well, what can I learn from that situation? What was there for me to learn? So yeah, the vulture. Okay, and then you also got the cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who have led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So that's so interesting. The book recommends taking a class or study, which we just kind of mentioned previously in the reading. This is a time for you to pursue your interest, to pursue something that maybe you kind of didn't really take seriously before, or for whatever reason, just kind of like didn't really pursue it. I think that, you're being called and guided to pursue it now. Especially with the 8 of discs, dedication. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to know exactly what you're going to do with it, or exactly. I feel like the lighting keeps getting weird, and I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's fine. You don't need to know. You don't have to have everything figured out right now, right? Like, you don't even need to necessarily know what the thing is. Like, again, the thing, there may be a discovery on the way. It could happen at like a party or some type of celebration, right? But be mindful of when something comes into your life, some information, a conversation, an idea, a thought that inspires you. Don't take it for granted. Don't push it off. Kind of follow down that path and see where it takes you. Because that could be your purpose. So we're going to get some affirmations right now. I'm trying to get the videos at like 25 minutes. So if if it feels like rushed, I'm just trying not. I have a tendency to kind of like go on and on. So I'm trying to be succinct. Um, okay, so we want some affirmations, chakra affirmations for North Node in Scorpio. Spirit, please guide us to some helpful affirmations for North Node in Scorpio at this time. Okay, some helpful affirmations. Okay, so we got, I am aligned with my highest truth. I am aligned with my highest truth. So this is something, affirmations are always really good to say in the morning. You know, when you wake up, if you do a little meditation, you know, you can throw in the affirmation, because supposedly it's like, you know, you're still sort of waking. So your subconscious mind is sort of ready to be programmed in the morning. And, you know, if you say these affirmations, I mean, yeah, your conscious mind might be like, oh, okay, but your subconscious mind, you're programming your subconscious mind. So, okay, let's pull one more. Interesting. I accept things as they are. I accept things as they are. So yeah, this kind of speaks to, again, like, you know, not being stuck on the past, but, you know, if something's replaying, you know, in your mind that happened in the past, and, you know, it may be keeping you from um, exploring what is in your like best interest, this could be a good affirmation to let go. You know, to let go of maybe things that you can't control, you know? So I accept things as they are and I am aligned with my highest truth are your two affirmations, North Node and Scorpio. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you were able to, you know, get something beneficial out of this video. Let's take the time to thank our higher self, spirit, our ancestors, angels, spirit guides for delivering these beautiful messages for us today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.